seem strange, doesn't it? But this is a real lifestyle of millions. In fact, 2% of the population of the world lives with bipolar disorder.
Hi, we are Team HYREX. HYREX is a multidisciplinary team consisting of three high school students and an advisor, which brings together different disciplines towards a shared goal.
Within the team, responsibilities are clearly distributed to each member across electronics and hardware design, software development, artificial intelligence and data analysis, mechanical design, and public relations.
Team members take an active role not only in their own fields, but throughout the entire process and remain in constant communication with one another. We work in the fields of neurotechnology and artificial intelligence, aiming to improve the understanding of neurological disorders such as bipolar disorder and epilepsy, and to enhance individuals' quality of daily life.
Today, monitoring of these conditions are largely carried out in clinical environments through short-term measurements.
The main motivation behind this project was the idea that EEG technology should not remain confined to clinical settings alone.
Based on this idea, we developed a solution called Elactica 19. Elactica 19 is a portable AI-integrated EEG system designed to measure the electrical activity of the human brain. It features 19 electrodes and operates together with a mobile application.
All 19 active electrodes are placed in accordance with the 2020 International Electrode Placement Standards.
Today, EEG technology is generally positioned at two extremes. On one side, there are hospital-grade clinical systems that offer high accuracy but are expensive, difficult to transport, and unsuitable for the daily use. On the other side are consumer EEG devices such as Muse or Emotive, which are more accessible but provide low channel counts and limited spatial resolution. We start by soldering every component according to our CAD file. After soldering the amplification to their place, we test them again to make sure that we didn't damage the component.
In our system, passive electrodes are converted into active electrodes via the mentioned component.
This allows the signal to be amplified as close to the electrode as possible, making it more resistant to noise and interference. At the same time, this approach reduces electrode costs and increases system accessibility.
EEG signals from each channel are sampled at a rate of 128 samples per second and transmitted to the mobile application via Bluetooth Low Energy.
What truly differentiates Electric Team from similar solution is our proprietary upscaling-based data enrichment approach. Through this method, despite the hardware limited number of electrodes, EEG data enriched to achieve higher spatial and temporal significance via our new ML and AI technologies. In comparative evaluation, data obtained from our system showed a 98% overlap validated against a high-density clinical EEG datasets.
The collected data are not only recorded, but also actively
We would like to emphasize that Elactica 19 is not a medical device intended for clinical diagnosis. The system is designed as a neurotechnology platform for research, education, and long-term monitoring purposes.
in our current prototype, an integrated PCB is not yet implemented, resulting in higher noise levels compared to clinical devices, and regulatory certifications such as CE or FDA have not yet been completed. However, in the next development phase, we plan to transition to a PCB-based design and conduct regulatory compliance studies.
Globally, there are approximately 60 million people with epilepsy and 40 million people with bipolar disorder. Assuming that the only 15% of this population uses Elactica 19, this corresponds to a potential user base of around 15 million people. With a unit device revenue of $250. This represents a hypothetical market potential of approximately $3.75 billion.
With Electric our goal is to enable long-term monitoring of neurological conditions, provide individuals with early awareness, and contribute to the development of personalized treatment approaches in the future.
In conclusion, Electrica 19 is an accessible, scalable, and research-oriented neurotechnology solution that bridges the gap between clinical EEG systems and consumer EEG devices.
Thank you for listening.